Joined by tonight's race-winning team, we have driver Kyle Busch of the number 51 Cessna Toyota and crew chief Rudy Fugel. We're going to open the floor for questions. We will start with Jerry and work our way around.
Jerry Jordan, kickingthetires.net. Kyle, congratulations on the win. But look at the numbers, looking at the entries that you've got coming up. There's kind of some predictions of where do you think number 200 will come from? Is there a track that's more important to you to get that win at?
No, I wouldn't say. I look at what venue to score that number. Just whenever it happens, it happens. I'm not going to put a name on it, so then it doesn't put any pressure on the situation or anything like that. But just being able to go out there and perform and execute and do a good job. Run, Brett. Thanks, man. Yeah, you too, buddy. So, that's kind of how I look at it, and just trying to do what we need to do. We won here tonight. We had a great truck. Rudy and the guys worked really hard in practice to get it way better, and we kept working on it through the race. So we got to do the same thing tomorrow with our Xfinity car. For as evil as that thing feels, it's got speed, it's fast, but we'll see what happens.
Additional questions for our race-winning team?
Oh, man.
Bob?
Bob?
Yeah. Bob had to think about it.
Bob Pockers, Fox Sports. What's it like to just kind of dominate one of these races? I mean, where it seemed like just there was nothing that was going to stop you except for yourself.
The air was pretty harsh out there tonight, and getting behind guys, being behind guys. When I was behind Freezing there, I tried working the high side. He'd move up, he'd push me higher. I'd run low, he'd come low, so it was just a air manipulation game. And there were some lap trucks ahead of us. He finally got tight and lost his momentum off of 4, which gave me the run. So I think you're going to see some of that stuff with Cup cars as well too. If guys lose their momentum or break their momentum with some lap traffic and stuff like that, I think that's going to be important times for guys that are behind to try to pounce and make a move. But overall, just I go out there every week and run hard, run my best, and it's everybody else's job to chase me down.
Go to Reed.
Reed Spencer with the NASCAR Wire. Were you more pleased with the performance of your teammates this week?
I don't even know where they finished. I haven't seen yet. So 5th and 7th, that's all right. They could do better.
Kyle, autoracing1.com, right here. We talked the other day about the manipulation, okay? And like I said, you mentioned that another factor. Do you fight it the whole way on this race, or is there some way you control it? Because you talked about it a lot when we were in Fontana the other day.
Yeah, the air, you mean?
Manipulation.
Yeah, the front guy manipulating the back guy and the air and stuff like that. I mean, it's all the way around the racetrack. I mean, only when you're straight on the backstretch do you not really feel a problem with your vehicle not wanting to turn. Even on the front straightaway when I was behind guys and tucked up tight today, I had a hard time, being tight on the straightaway actually, and the thing wanting to wash out with the front end. And so when you get to the corners, it's like that as well too. Corners are better than the straightaway because you got more banking, you got more load, you're pushing that tire into the ground, making it work a little bit. But overall, just it's going to be that way with as big of a hole as these trucks and as the Cup cars are pushing.
Rick Johnson, St. George News. Kyle, from what I understand, you only get to run 5 races outside your designated Cup race. Is this correct?
In the trucks, it's 5. Xfinity, it's 7. Yes.
Okay, so will you try to take the 3 on both the Las Vegas races?
So there's more rules, including not being able to run the playoff cutoff race and the playoff races. So when the trucks come back here in September, it's a playoff race for those guys, so I'll be ineligible to be able to compete. But overall, with the races that I do have left on the schedule, we got Martinsville and Texas and Charlotte, right? So those are some of my more fun places I like to go, intend to be able to go, because we got to work our schedule with the 51 truck with my part-time schedule with a bunch of the other drivers, and some of those drivers are only 16. They're not 18 yet, so they got to run the short track. So I don't have very many short track opportunities these days, like Dover or Gateway or some of those places.
We'll go to Dominic and then to Jerry.
Dominic Ottagona with the Racing Experts and ESPN Radio Albuquerque. Running the race tonight, is there any value in that in I guess, with your cup efforts for Sunday.
It is, yeah. I felt like, I was doing some things there with the course of the run and the long run and the way the tires were and the tire fall off and stuff like that, that I was driving the truck and kind of thinking and working about some of the things that we did here in the cup test that might help me for the cup race here on Sunday.
Jerry Jordan, kicking the tires out in that here. Real quick, you said the Xfinity car is evil. What is the situation for tomorrow with that? What's different about it?
It's either really loose or really tight. I can't, like, 4 numbers loose or 4 numbers tight. Like, I can't find a very good balance with it. So, we've kind of been all over the board with it. But the guys have been doing a good job. It had good speed. When we made a 20-lap run, everybody said that the 20-lap run was pretty decent. So, it's just it's on edge to drive, that's for sure.
Any additional questions for our race winning team? Gentlemen, congratulations.
Right on.
Good luck
Thank
the
you.
rest of the weekend.